we are running a ministry called Daily Bread Loaves for Hope. We do sell bread for profit on Saturdays. That's my sale bake day. And every loaf of bread that is sold automatically funds a loaf for hope that's used in the bread ministry. Additionally, customers have the option to purchase extra loaves for the ministry. So they're buying their own bread and they're like, oh, I want to buy 3 extra loaves for the bread ministry. And those are just paid for, and we use those for the bread outreach. The second part of what we're doing is seeking funding from people around us to support us doing the bread ministry essentially as a part-time job. So rather than us trying to go for this full-time, it's our sole income, or go get other jobs full-time to support our family, we're kind of wanting to do both. We're starting at the capacity we feel we currently have for the bread ministry, which is half-time. So if you think about a full-time job being 40 hours, consider the bread ministry about 20 hours of our time. And our goal is to get to $2,000 a month to support that. We currently have $1,000 either being given already or committed to be given here shortly. To break down the financials of that, 10% of that money goes towards the actual product, which in this case is a loaf of bread. So one loaf of bread costs about $1.20 to produce. So $1,000, 10% is $100 towards product. And you can do the math on that, $100 divided by $1.20 to see how many loaves of bread that is per month. The other 90% of the funding goes towards labor, which is pretty intensive. It goes into all of the baking and all of the ministry and then all of the admin involved in both of those. And if you want more details on that, we can get you that information. I'm going to cut it out because I think that's what made this video too long the first time. So $2,000 being the current goal, that would be $200 a month towards product. The other percentage going towards all of the labor involved. This is something that God planted in my heart like 8 or 9 years ago, that I've been developing my sourdough skills. I've just been dreaming of how we can do this practically. And we are finally in a season of life where we are transitioning, and there's opportunity in at least a part-time capacity to make this reality, to actually do it. So right now we feel we have capacity to commit half of our time to this. And then while we wait on God to hear from him, like what he wants us to do come this fall, there's several things that we're praying into and just being patient about. We'll either decide we have capacity to do more and to go full-time with this, or continue part-time and do other things that we're currently just waiting to hear on. That's where we're at. Thank you.